Hi, this is John at Crosstown Studios. Thought I'd just make this quick tuition video on the best way to create stems in GarageBand. We're in the middle of our lockdown in the UK due to coronavirus, and lots of the clients that we normally work with have picked up their own recording rigs. They're recording things at home, but are looking to collaborate with other people or send stems back to the studio so we can mix and produce stuff further here. So this is just a quick run through the best way to create stems for that purpose. This is a quick track I've put together in GarageBand, 2 guitars and a keyboard track, like a Fender Rhodes type sound. Give you a quick blast. So as you can hear, we've got some of the amp simulators running on this, but we did just record these as DIs. First thing to do when I'm making stems for someone is save as. I make a new version that is just for the stems. This way, if something goes wrong, I can go back. I've got the version that I liked, that I was working with. Second step would be to start to remove any processing that are on these channels. So if we go to the lead guitar track, we've got amp simulator running, which we can go into here, bypass. One thing to watch when you bypass the amp simulator, it actually keeps some of these controls live, the ones that aren't grayed out. So just make sure these are turned off as well. Got the EQ running, we can bypass that. And then we'll check the master channel while we're here. Bypass that EQ. Any output effects, we have a compressor running, bypass this. And master echo. We'll do this for each track. This is a kind of Vox type simulator. We'll bypass this. And again, see here, this has kept these effects on. So we'll bypass the reverb separately. Check the EQ, bypass that. So they should just be dry stems now. Lovely DI'd guitars. Then we want to reset the volume levels back to 0, which you can do by dragging them in like this, or you can double click and just type it in. And do the same for the pan, and they're ready to bounce. Next thing to do is to set up the cycle marker. So this is the area that will render down. So we'll make this the full length of the track, but make sure that the start is at absolute 0. This just makes it so much easier when we're loading in the stems into another system, that everything will definitely line up and click to the grid quicker. Also on GarageBand, before you render, make sure you do bypass the metronome, because it will render with the click running. Next stage is to solo each track that you want to bounce down, which you do by clicking this headphone button, which should just play that one track on its own. So from here you go share, export song to disk, and from here let's just put it onto the desktop for now. I'll make a new folder, blues stems. Another good idea when you're making stems for someone is to add the BPM into the title of the folder. This just, as someone that receives stems, this is just nice to have. It saves you trying to work it out or send another email to double check. Just have that information there if it's possible. And then label each track as clearly as you can. It's tempting when you've got a lot of stems to run through it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But just take that time, otherwise someone else will have to do it at the other end. Then you select the format. We're going to bounce in WAV or WAV file, uncompressed, and export the cycle area. Click export, and that should create that. Then you just repeat the process for each of the stems. This is the piano. So the piano has quite a nice sound, nice reverb that's built into the instrument. So we'll just leave this on for the Rhodes. Export song to disk. Make sure we're coming into the same folder. wave uncompressed. And then the rhythm guitar, the same. Share, export song to disk. Guitar 2, export. And then you just repeat this process, however many tracks you have, just keep running around, make sure it's soloed. Render each thing separately. We'll just check the folder out. So we're hoping that all of the files are the same size, 7.4 meg each. This is just a good sign when we're going to send it to someone that they're going to receive files that will all line up, all lock up to their grids. So I'm not a GarageBand user. I downloaded it just to make this tutorial for a couple of people that I know. So if I've missed something or you know another shortcut that could work better, do let us know in the comments. And like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed this. We've got more bits coming soon. And take care of each other. Thank you.